And
I
while
remember that
man,
night in the club, and I'm saying to you, we need to get out of here.
oh,
'Cause
this is a good story because
I
this was
remember that.
confirmed by Sammy the Bull's son to me years later in
Piece was off
prison.
his head.
So run down. Where were we that night?
Was it the Crowbar or
This is
somewhere?
an armed crew coming to kidnap us and take us out to the desert, headed by Gerard Gravano, Sammy the
Was it the
Bull's son.
Crowbar?
We were at the Crowbar, gay
Yeah,
bar, Phoenix, Arizona,
yeah.
just having a buzz, weren't we, on
And
GHB
well,
and
the minute we
ecstasy.
walked in the club, there was a bit of an atmosphere which you never found in the Crowbar. It was always a great atmosphere the minute you walked. There was just a weird atmosphere, and I thought maybe it was just me acting a bit weird. Pete was a bit off his head at the time. Um, you were all smiley, as you always are, like, just enjoying the night. And as we're walking through, I'm just eyeballs, and there was like people scattered that I noticed that just kept watching us. And I thought, no, I'm getting a bit paranoid again here. So when we went outside, we were outside on the balcony bit, weren't we? And I said to you, I'm not comfortable here at all. I feel like there's something going to happen. And you were sat up on a stool, and there was all the people around you, and then you started looking round.
People watching us,
There was,
weren't they? It just went
yeah,
from like this gay bar
and we just got
atmosphere to
off. I
high
said,
noon.
I want to go,
It was
and we
like high
left.
noon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just didn't feel easy, and when I had that gut feeling, I just had to go. Sharp up, let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm glad we did. I'm glad you listened to me, actually, to be honest.
So we took off, and armed crew arrived just after we'd left, and they were going to attempt to do some dangerous things to us. And Gerard Gravano told me years later what had happened was a striptease dancer in the Crowbar had seen
Let
us,
them know.
identified us, and called it in. They were like the English at the Crowbar. So they got all their weapons, got in the car, and headed right there. So that was when both of those worlds almost collided.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I remember that night.
yeah.
Very
So,
unnerving it was, the whole atmosphere. It was weird.
yeah,
Just weird how I picked it up the minute I walked in. It was just strange.
yeah,
Because it was a place we went quite a lot, the Crowbar.
yeah,
We've been there quite a few times. So it was like, you just sort of know the people who go there, your regulars, you know people, don't you? And
yeah,
there was just a few people around that just didn't look right. They stood out like a sore thumb.
yeah, yeah.
It was weird.
So were you around then when, let's just say, one of our Asian customers gave money to a guy who was supposed to get pills from me? Handsome young fella was supposed to get pills from me, but he went and he was double. He was like a double agent. He was getting stuff from me, but also getting stuff from Sammy the Bull's people. And he took that money from that our Asian customer, who was a friend of my gay friend who used to massage my head.
Yeah.
He took that money, bought from one of Sammy the Bull's crew people. I should call it the Gravano Enterprise. Sammy the Bull wasn't out
No.
distributing or anything like that. The documentary that's just come out, how he busted the bull, it's explained that there was a call whereby Gerard Gravano asked his dad for some money in the middle of the night. He said, I need money for gas. That was the code word they used. I think it was like 60, 70,000. And the dad authorised it. So that was the extent from the evidence of the dad's involvement in the exchange. I just want to make that clear because when the dad is asked about his involvement, he denies it. It's the old school mafia code is, you don't get involved in drugs, blah, blah, blah. And even at the end of the documentary that's been put out by Nat Geo, which features my ecstasy organisation versus the Gravano organisation, there's a cop, one of the cops who was on the case, and he says if Sammy the Bull Gravano was in this room right now, he would swear blind he had nothing to do with the ecstasy trafficking operation. It's like, what's it called, when you can't reconcile it in your own head, your own involvement. But under conspiracy laws, if you put money in, bam, you're in there. And he was a big name. They went after him. They put him at the head of the ring to make the headlines, and that was his involvement. So that ring was actually on the street level, was being run by his son, Gerard Gravano, and a guy called Papa. And Papa eventually, according to the documentary, went in witness protection and testified against the Gravano family himself, which I think all 57 co-defendants ended up cooperating with the authorities on that case. So, just to clarify that, because people have said, we're making this up about Sammy the Bull, but Sammy the Bull likes to keep himself distanced from what was happening with this XT operation. His thing was a financial investment.